Hi, Alireza. Hi, Mehdi. Thank you for accepting my invitation to facilitate a workshop for the International Society of Hypnosis.
Hey, yes, of course. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. So I know that
Thank you.
we're going. Excuse me, Mehdi. I think it was a delay in the connection. Okay, thank you very much. We're going to have a masterclass with you, son and father, very good friends of mine, and the title of the masterclass will be Covert Hypnosis. How does social influence work? A very interesting and appealing title, and I really liked it. But it was very interesting for me when I asked you and you accepted my invitation because I can say that Alireza is the youngest speaker masterclass, ISH masterclass ever had. So I'm going to start with Alireza because Mehdi is a renowned cardiac anesthesiologist, a world-class hypnotherapist and researchers. But Alireza is, let's say, at his first steps in being
Yeah,
renowned worldwide because of
yeah.
his very, very influential works that I was in one of his workshops a few years ago. So it will be very interesting for our audience to have such a savant young speaker. Alireza, would you please introduce yourself and let us know how are you going to teach it to us and what
Yes.
are we going to learn from you?
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me, first of all. My name is Ali, and I am based out of Vancouver, BC, in Canada. And I go to Simon Fraser University. I have a major in biology, well, kinesiology, Bachelor of Science. I also have a minor in psychology. And ever since 3 years ago, I've been doing a lot of, motivational speaking and seminars like this. When we get to the main session, I'm going to be talking about covert hypnosis. I'll open it up, and then my dad will follow up with some clinical discussion. So, what is covert hypnosis? Well, before we start talking about hypnosis and covert hypnosis, we need to understand the ordinary social influence that the environment and other people have on human beings. Human behavior is obviously constantly shaped by attention, context, the environment, our expectations of different things, authority, and obviously rules and social desires that have been set in place from a long time ago. Now, the whole point, if I want to put it in one sentence, is that I'm going to be introducing the idea that your brain doesn't take anything as it is. Nothing has that objective meaning. Everything is based on how you interpret it. For example, let's say you take an apple. You take it to a grocery store by your house, they sell it for $1. You take it to a more established, something like Costco, they sell it for cheaper. You take it to a private dealership, they sell it for $5 an apple. So everything is based on you take something as an object, and then everything becomes based on the meaning and interpretation that you give it. Well, alongside my school, I also started a couple of different businesses, and I can make very good examples out of that. That a lot of times in business, once you have a company, a lot of things go wrong. Now you could take that as that you've done something wrong, or you could take that you try your best, something happened, now you need to fix it. So then again, everything comes back to the fact that it's the meaning and interpretation that you give to something, and you can't take anything as just objective. Everything is subjective based on you. Then after that, I'm going to briefly explain how everyday social influence works on people, why people can be influenced without realizing it, so subconsciously, and then how attention, emotion, context, and expectations shape our perception of the world. And then my dad will go into more clinical aspects of this.
Great, great, very interesting. When you were talking about these things, I was thinking about Albert Ellis when he, for the first time, showed us that it's not just the accident that results in a consequence, but the beliefs are very important in between. So
Exactly.
you are going to talk about the subjective interpretations of the people on the objects. So it changes the game. Very nice.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Exactly.
And Mehdi, are you going to add something? Please let us know what are you going to talk about with your save and so on.
Yeah. Thank you, and I appreciated to having this meeting. And I was immersed actually when Alireza was talking about this title because it's so honor for me to hear my son, and it's so pleasure. And thank you, Ali, for accepting having with us. Um, as you know, people or our client uh, are influenced by us and by culture before they would be hypnotized. And we should use social influence uh, before hypnotic techniques. If we want to be successful in doing hypnosis and inducing hypnotic techniques, we should be aware about some minimal keys and details um, about social interpretation between people, and between us as a therapist and client. Why? Because the, they are influenced by their culture, their religion, their parents, and bombardment of some points and ideas and thoughts of their social media, social around, and their books and everything maybe has influenced them. And we should pay attention to all of them. For example, if we are using a naturalistic technique for doing hypnosis, it's so important that we know how the client is thinking about the nature. And it refers to their knowledge and their scope to the world. That this scope has influence already in their emotions and in their insight. We should pay attention to this. In this workshop, we will pay attention to some techniques about exploring uh, social influence in patients and people, and how social medias and social cultures would be affected on people. And after that, we shift to some techniques using social influence for deeper hypnosis state and for exploring unconscious mind during hypnosis by social influence between us and clients.
Great, great. Thank you. It will be a very nice combination. Your expertise and your experience and Ariza's, let's say, juvenile power and curiosity will make it a perfect masterclass and perfect webinar. So nice. So you are going to address the very hot subject of social media as well, because I agree with you that they are targeting our subconscious instead of our conscious. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
That's right. Exactly. That's right.
Great, thank you. So I will be looking forward to have you both in our upcoming masterclass in the ISH monthly webinars. Is there anything else that you want to say before ending the session? Alireza?
Me or Ali? Reza is
Uh,
interrupted.
no, no. I can hear you guys. No, I guess, the only thing would be to lead us to the main seminar is that the main question that we'll be addressing is that if hypnosis is something that is already with us when we're born, or is that something that we learn as we go from the society and from the environment. And if that's something unconscious, or if that's something that's shaped by the environment as our nurture. So well, that is going to be the main question that we're going to be addressing.
So I'm not going to know the answer right now, and I will wait to get the answer at your speech. But it is a very interesting answer, because when I think about that, maybe a combination of both, but maybe one part of it will be more powerful than the other part, depending upon the situation. Great.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys. See you,
Thank you.
on our masterclass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.